Okay guys, Tina Stoffel with Tina's Fine Arts again. I'm going to show you how to draw a couple of bottles and maybe 2 or 3. So what we're going to do is come up here, just make 2 parallel lines with the number 11. Easy enough. And I may not have left myself enough room, so I'm glad I drew lightly. Alright, so top of the bottle, I'm going to look down on it. So looking down on it, I'm going to have my curve going this way. If I was looking up, the curve would go a different way. Alright, but we're not looking up. I'm looking down, as most of us do. But sometimes just putting an interesting spin on it makes something really artistically creative. So you can try it, you know, looking up and with that line going the other way. All right, and so from there you just kind of come in like so, almost like you're making a triangle, but you stop a little bit so you have the neck of the bottle. Okay, it's like an olive oil bottle or something, and then you make your little tiny ellipse up here for the opening. You see it? All right, now guess what? I'm gonna add another bottle. Now this bottle is going to be where do I want to put him? Let's see. I don't want to put him in front because I don't want to erase. So this is going to be my front guy. These are going to be in the back. So I'm going to start right here. Now it's in the back, so it's going to be a little further away, which makes it appear smaller. All right. And of course, this one looks like it's taller, but I'll offset that because I'll make him. I don't know why I named the bottle a gender. It doesn't really matter. It's just a thing to say. Oh gosh. You see that? It's just blocked by the front image. So now I have, this is depth. Okay, now I've added depth because there's an object behind it. Another little opening. I'm still drawing sideways, guys, so I hope this looks good. I'm going to come around to the other side and we'll do one more. Let's see. Have him. I guess I'll keep them even. I really probably, given it a little bit more thought, could have made it shorter, but it's cool. It's fine. Well, let me see here. So I'm just going to try and upside down mark this other bottle over here about the same distance and size. All right. So I got about right here. Draw my little ellipse on top on here. A little bit. These things are coming out a little bit more. So what is that? So I always draw light, and then maybe right about, and I just measure from here to here if I want something to line up so it's hitting the spot, same place. See that? All right. Now, for quicker, let's just. See how I've shadowed that? And then this is just lighter. You automatically know where the light's coming from, right? Same here. You can just kind of go over and slightly move your pencil to shadow it. And this stuff is, gosh, if you're stressed out now during all this is relaxing. You could just get lost hours doing these things. And I think it's just something I've always enjoyed. Alright, so since that's darker, I'm going to make these lines darker. Right. There you are. Now I have a fun version of this and an idea on colored paper, and we'll do it in a little bit. Get this edge. These are great for kids or beginners, and they're really, you get your line, shape, form, depth, texture, light and shadow. There's a lot of concepts to be learned from something simple like this. People that say they can't draw, Sue, and your stick figures, I love you. You can do it. I know you can do this. I've seen you in those paint classes. Okay, she's a good friend of mine, Sue. Okay, I'm going to get around real faster. Use the side of your pencil. You may want to get this edge in first if you want to be real neat, but I'm not. I'll just get as close to the edge as you want, as I can right now. As I want, is what I was going to say. You can just use the edge to get a little, see there? And I'm running into something, so I have to come around. Alright, so here we go. Got it? Alright, already starting to see some shadow forming there, right? Same with this. Now it's a slanted line. What do you do? You're still going to follow that shape, right? You get a little tiny bit lighter on these strokes right in here. So that means less pressure with the pencil. What I did right here. Okay. All right. A little lighter again. I'm just going to ease up my pressure. This is a pretty dark pencil, so I'm not sure how light it's going to go. But as you get closer to where the actual light is shining, your pressure on your pencil and the shadowing will become lighter. See there? See? I don't slant this way. I keep coming in the same direction. You can play around if you want like that, but I don't think it would look right. And I've smudged a little over here. So there we have that. Now, to go on with this one in the same. So to make it a little quicker, and you can do this at home, I'm going to use my bigger piece of graphite here. It's a graphite stick. It's a lot faster for moving around. I'll do them for light sketches, big sketches, bigger objects, things like that. See there? Alright. And I'm going to work it. I'm going to come a little, okay, here's another way you do it. You can just go lightly. Say, I want my shadow to end right about in here. So I'm using lighter pressure. You see how it's lighter? And I hope you can see it. I've tried to pick darker colors where you can see. There. Now, let's go back. This line right here, I don't like it. So I'm going real dark and a lot of pressure right here, back and forth. See how it's giving it more dimension? You see that already? And I apologize if this is shaking a little bit. I'm using more pressure, so it's shaking. I have a nice tripod, but I don't know if I ever got the attachment when I ordered it that hangs it so that it won't be affected by the vibration. And I think you could see better. So I'm going to be trying to figure out a way to do that here soon. Alright, and then, you know, obviously I want this blended a little bit more, so I'm going to put a little bit more pressure in back into this. See there. Aha. Basic stuff, but a lot of fun. I just had a ball doing these when I was a kid. And I'm so proud of my work. Let me come back around. I'm still working sideways, if I haven't told you that. Dog hair. Alright, smaller part. For me, I just use a smaller pencil. I'm an artist, so I have a lot of tools on hand. You work with what you got at home. It doesn't have to be a masterpiece, just have fun with it. So we're going to do this around all these bottles. Might even have a little light reflecting around the rim here. See how I kind of made like a little, so you want to do it a little bit more. Yeah, well, it's not reflecting like I wanted it to because the strokes bent together. So if you have one of these or a very pointed eraser, you can give it a little, you can lift it out right here. There it goes. See there? All right, there we got it. All right. So I think you get the idea here. One thing before we're done that we need to keep in mind, this is sitting in front of this, and your light's kind of coming this way, which is going to cast a shadow over here. A little bit, really depends. But I would think you're going to have a shadow over here from that bottle. And you may not see that line because I drew it lightly. I don't want to, and the reason why, I don't want a hard crisp line to show here. I was just trying to figure out where do I want my shadow there to end. So I'm going to darken this right in here. And then I'm coming around. Right here. And we're really going to throw in a dark shadow. That's really going to make this front bottle look like it's the front and center that it should be. So a lot of this with your, if you only have one pencil at home, you don't have to have all these different kinds of pencils that I have. Is pressure. You can do them with ink pens. But there's a different technique. Obviously, your pressure is not going to be affected with a pen, so you would want to use something called cross-hatching, which I did in a previous video, or pointillism. And it just reminded me I want to do one of those tutorials too. I love pointillism. I think I'll do one with an initial, a letter. So. Because I did a project like that back in high school. It was really cool. You can do them with your initials, and if you want, frame it or do a farmhouse print of it on a piece of wood, possibly, if that would come out. I'm not sure how that would work. And pointillism, maybe with a solid color. There we go. So this is kind of about getting to where I want it to be. I still think I like my strokes going in the same direction, but this is almost like a little slight cross-hatching here to blend that line where it was showing too much. Excuse me. I am sorry about that. I'm on my easel because my drawing table is in our basement. I really don't draw much detail anymore. I paint it. Most of my work is just enough of a sketch to get on the canvas. If I sketch too much detail, I end up painting over it and I just waste my time. Let's see how we're doing here. It's hard to look upside down. I'm basically upside down right now. It's okay, I've painted upside down before, so I can do this. And that's just your shadow from this bottle right here. Let's soften that line, actually making it a little darker so it blends in more. And then, remember that light line I drew? You may not see it, but I see it, so I didn't come all the way to the edge of that. So there, just erased it. Bada bing. There it is. All right, now you've got your 3 bottles coming together. You see how that's working out? This looks too precise to me, and you can just kind of go back and forth in a back and forth, up and down, zigzag, and lighten a little. All right, and here is our last bottle. So we're going to see some shadowing over here. All right, can you see it? Back behind, it makes us pop out front. As we do a little bit more, you'll see it. You can even use like line strokes if you want. If you prefer to do your bottle like this, it works. Let's just do that one that way for the fun of it. We'll see if we like it, and if we don't, I have an option to fill it in. As long as I don't make hard pressed lines. Hard pressed lines are going to leave those, we usually call them ghosting marks in art. Like, it's going to leave an indentation. It's hard to color back over. See there? So there's a lot of different ways to approach something. Can't wait to show you the pointillism sometime. It's really a fun technique. All right, here we go. See it? All right. There it is. And because it's not really uniform, I'll probably go back and just go back and do darker, see, darker. Just fill it in just a little bit just because I like it better. Now, what do we have next here? We're about done. We have our 3 bottles. I think I'll just do a little darker right in there. Alright. If you really want to do something that's not going to have smudges from your hand, because what happens is I have a tendency to lay in my hand and then it smudges on my paper. But that steadies if you can, it'll steady your hand if you can lay your hand like that. And I am getting more on my paper showing you. If you're wise, you'll use a piece of paper to, and I don't know if I can get it down here while I'm doing this shadow, but you'll use a piece of paper. I'm just going to use some lines here to shadow because I'm in a funky angle here with the camera. All right. Another shadow here. Maybe coming from about the center. This one will be a little longer because it's further over. All right. And this one, you're really not going to see, but maybe a little something there. And I don't even know if that's enough to show or not. That about does it. So we're going to do a color one next up on a piece of paper. This is fun with white and black. If you have crayon, chalk, these are some oil pastels I had. It can be any colored piece of paper that you think white and black will show up on. So tan on down, orange, whatever color you want. We'll do that next. That'll be on my next video. If you like this, go to my website. I'm going to upload it there. tinasfinearts.com. Under news, arts.com. Look under news. I'm going to change it to blog soon, or news/blog, I think. And also my Facebook page where I am collaborating with many artists and creatives. Hoping this is going to take off to get you guys some things to do here at home. And it is called, for now, I may reverse the name because there's two other groups named this. Quarantine Creatives. If you do any of these, go to my page and upload your works there. Let's see them. I'd love to see what you guys come up with. Thanks for watching.